Hi, Mark Reedy here. Just wanted to show you that Tatum's will work on Windows 7, the new version of Microsoft Windows. And what we have here is a copy of Windows 7 64-bit version. 64-bit version allows you to have more memory in the system, and it runs faster because it's running on multiple channels of memory at the same time. More channel, twice as many as the 32-bit version. A couple of differences with the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. This is the same issues that are with Windows Vista 64 and 32, and actually Windows XP x64 and 32-bit versions. Most people will probably have the 32-bit version right out of the gate, but if you have a computer that can handle the 64-bit version, most of the newer computers can, and a lot of them I'm sure will actually start coming from the factory with the 64-bit version. But Tatum's will work on both versions, and got it installed here, and you can just see, I'll just go ahead and bring it up, and you can see that everything works no problem here. Alright, and let me close that out. And I really like this version of Windows. It seems really fast. It's just smoking fast right now. A couple of things I wanted to show you. A couple of changes in Windows 7 that you might find interesting. I always told people to right-click on my computer and choose Explorer. There is no more right-click on computer and choose Explorer. I'm right-clicking right now, and you can see there is no Explore option. So you just have to open it. And if you open it up, you get a screen that looks like this, and you can click on computer and expand that down the left side. It's a lot like the old right click and choose Explore screen. And then if you expand this down, it'll open up your folders down below, and then on the right hand side it shows you the contents of those folders. Couple things you can do to customize your folders view, and I recommend this with Tatum's especially because you want to be able to see the extensions on these files, like the data file here. Tatum's 2005 BE is actually Tatum's 2005 BE.mdb. So if I go up here to organize and choose folder and search options, and then click on view, and then down here there's a checkbox that says hide extensions for known file types. I'm going to uncheck that, click apply, and you'll see here that now you can see the extension, the .mdb on the end. And one other thing I'm going to change here on my layout is always show menus. You can see up here at the top there is no menu here across the top. So I'm going to click always show menus, and we'll apply that. And now you can see the menu there. And then we're going to go over here to general. I'm going to say show all folders in the navigation pane, which is this pane over here on the left, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. One other thing I wanted to do is just say apply to folders. That way this view will always, in any of the folders you're in, you should see a view similar to this. So apply to folders, click yes, click OK, and now we can see pretty much the same thing, but we just have all of our folders here on the left, and then we can expand those and see what's inside of those folders over on the right. Click that to expand that. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you real quick. I'm going to show you the difference in the file locations in the 64-bit version of Windows 7, and actually this applies to Vista also, and the 32-bit version. In the 64-bit version, you're going to have two program files folders. One of them says program files parentheses x86, and the other one is just program files. Tatum's gets installed on the 64-bit version only into program files x86, and you can see the folder here, and we'll expand that down. We'll open up Tatum's, and there's all your program files, including your data file, which is this file right here. So if you're going to be installing or getting a new computer, the Windows 7, and you've got these x86 version, I'm sorry, the 64-bit version, then you're going to want to take that data file from the old computer, pop it onto a USB drive, some flash drive or something like that, and then copy it into this folder right here. You're going to overwrite this, what would be an empty file if you did a full installation of Tatum's on a brand new computer. On the 32-bit version of Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Tatum's will install in the program files folder. So you would see the Tatum's 2005 folder inside the program files folder on the standard non-64-bit versions of Windows, and that's where your data file and all your program files will be for Tatum's. And just wanted to show you another little tip here on customizing the taskbar in Windows 7. If you click on the window, which would be the old start button here, actually, excuse me, if you just right click on the bar down here and choose properties, and then we can customize the way this bar looks, our start menu and that sort of thing. And I'm going to go over here to toolbars, and I'm going to click on links and desktop. I'm just going to add those two toolbars to this taskbar at the bottom. So click apply, and you can see they show up down here now, links. And this is where the old you'd have those links on the older versions of Windows, normally kind of in this area over here on the left. And you can drag and drop links into this for quick access to certain programs and stuff you use real often. And then the desktop link is here, and this shows you all your items on your desktop in a menu, and that's a quick access to that as well. So one of the things you can do here on the toolbars is you can click address, and that's going to give you a way to quickly access something on the internet. If you know the address of it, I'll apply that, and that puts this down here, so you could type in an address of someplace you want to go on the internet, press enter, and it'll open up Internet Explorer and take you there. I don't really like that bar being down there myself, so I'm going to keep that off. And one other thing on the start menu is you can kind of customize the start menu too, and add different items to the start menu that aren't there by default. You can see all these different items here, and they can either be displayed as a link or as a menu. And some of these things you can choose not to display them. You can see I've got mine customized a little bit. I added a couple of things here, like network and games. So I don't even know what the games look like on this thing yet, but I'll take a look later. I'll maybe just take a look and show it to you, what we got for games. All right, doesn't look like anything in there. Interesting. Okay, well, no games. So that's it for Windows 7, and I hope you've enjoyed this Tatum's tip. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.